Shalom! You are standing in front of the Etzioni Flame Monument, commemorating the endeavors of the Etzioni Brigade during the 1948 War of Independence. The brigade played a pivotal role in the battles for Jerusalem and its surroundings. Due to its soldiers' courage and spirit of sacrifice, the city remained under Israeli sovereignty and became the state of Israel's capital. While pre-state Israel was still under British mandate, the Jewish community began organizing its own military force, aware of the challenges that lay ahead. The major military organization was the Haganah, which established local units across the country called the Field Corps, known as Chish in Hebrew. Jerusalem and its surroundings also had Chish units, made up of Jerusalem residents and students from the Hebrew University. The soldiers combined work and studies with military training and operational activities whenever needed. On November 29, 1947, the UN adopted a resolution known as the Partition Plan. It called for dividing Palestine into two states, an Arab state and a Jewish state. The Jewish community was overjoyed by the resolution, but the Arabs rejected the plan outright. Their response was to launch terror attacks against Jewish communities throughout the country. In Jerusalem, the Mamilla Commercial Center was attacked, looted, and burned. Cars rigged with explosives were blown up in several sites around the city. Arab mobs attacked a number of neighborhoods, including the Old City's Jewish quarter and isolated communities on the outskirts of Jerusalem. The Chish forces played a major role in repelling these attacks and defending isolated communities. When the Independence War began, the Haganah headquarters merged the various Chish units into brigades. In Jerusalem, the Etzioni Brigade was formed under the command of Israel Amir and later replaced by David Shealtiel. The brigade was divided into two battalions. The Moriah Battalion, under the command of Zalman Mart, was responsible for the city itself. The Michmash Battalion, commanded by Shalom Dror, was responsible for the communities around Jerusalem, from Gush Etzion in the south, up to Atarot in the north, and the Dead Sea in the east. The brigade also included the Yonatan Platoon, consisting of youngsters aged 16 to 18 from the Gadna, called youth brigades. Due to the lack of personnel, the brigade was reinforced by soldiers from Tel Aviv. As attacks escalated, casualties increased, and a new battalion, Beit Horon, was formed under the command of Meir Zorea. This battalion was in charge of the western entrance to the city and helped the Palmach's Harel Brigade, which fought for the road to Jerusalem. The brigade's battalions fought in fierce and bloody battles, defending Jerusalem and its surroundings. Gush Etzion came under siege, and attempts to reach it cost a heavy price. 35 soldiers of the mountain platoon, most of them from the Etzioni Brigade, were killed in an attempt to bring supplies to the besieged community. Other convoys sustained heavy losses, including those which set out to Nebi Daniel, Hadassah, and Atarot. The greatest difficulty in the battles for Jerusalem was the fact that the enemy side was made up of Arab Legion forces, most of whom were professional, well-armed, and well-trained. Gush Etzion fell with heavy casualties just a day before the State of Israel was declared. Other communities fell the next day: Beit HaArava, Har Tuv, Atarot, and Neve Yaakov. The brigade's initial success in trying to break through to the Old City's Jewish quarter was quickly thwarted by the Arab Legion. Unable to withstand the counterattacks, the defenders surrendered to the Arab forces. Throughout the fighting, the brigade soldiers gained experience and grew stronger. They were able to play major roles, both in the tough battle over Katamon and in repelling Arab attempts to break into West Jerusalem. At the city's southern end, the brigade also blocked an attempt by Egyptian forces to break into the city through Ramat Rachel. Towards the war's end, the brigade took part in the Mountain Operation, which widened the borders of the Jerusalem corridor. By the end of the war, the Etzioni Brigade lost 572 of its finest men and women soldiers. Thanks to them and the fortitude and bravery of this brigade, West Jerusalem remained under Israeli sovereignty. The Etzioni Brigade safeguarded the existence of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. It is, therefore, only fitting that the Etzioni flame you see here will continue to shine, preserving the memories of the battles for the next generations. In 2010, the 408th Brigade of the IDF adopted the name Etzioni. Every year, the brigade conducts here a memorial ceremony commemorating its fallen soldiers from 1948 until today. The Etzioni flame sculpture was created by the artist Gidon Gretz. The site was established by the Association of Moriah Battalion Veterans with the assistance of the Jerusalem municipality. We thank you for your attention.